This boat keeps moving. It's down the creek bottom, I think. Just above it. It won't come. It's really hard to get through here, this stick. I'm in the opening. I have a 2-yard shot. Maybe I get Bradley up here. He's not that far away. But I don't have service, so it's all an injury here. Weird. So I'm gonna head back out. Basically, try to get this guy tomorrow. Hopefully we find him midday and he's in that bed. Right back there is a rub. And it reeks there of this bowl. So I know he was in there. What a really cool interaction. That really gave me some valuable experience. The only thing I think I should have done different was cut into the reprod faster and just come straight down to him. Because I'm pretty sure he was pushing the Scowler and taking him up the creek. And obviously me on 2 legs, I can't keep up with that. So things just happen like that, you know. I was having an absolute crap day. Honestly, probably one of the worst feeling days I've had in a long time. I came up here. I actually bugled at the end of the road. No response from him. Went all the way back up. I was gonna leave. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn around, park at the landing, and just glass across the way. And then I ripped the locator. This bull immediately just nasty, just. I was like, oh my god, that was definitely a bull. I wasn't 100% sure where he was at, so I came back, located again. He hammered me right away. okay, I know where I need to get at least start going in from. So go around, check the wind, put everything on. I booked it down here. Now I got a super long, steep walkout. If it's the same bowl, this happened to me twice now. It happens again. Third time my car, buddy. Anyways, let's get out of here. Alright guys, so yesterday, basically Bradley and I were kind of separated, and I came into this area just because I wanted to be up in our area, and long story short, I located off this landing and got a boulder respawn in the very bottom, and I basically got down to the edge here and dropped all the way in him. I was beagling back and forth with him for about an hour total. I'm pretty sure I had him about 70 yards, and it's a really, really thick reprod down there. But he started to move off, so I think it's a mixture of maybe the wind was a little weird, and I just wasn't pushing him hard enough, so we're going to try to relocate him again this morning, and depending on wind and everything, we're either going to drop in from this side or try the other side, so fingers crossed he'll pipe off. He was pretty hot yesterday, so I'm pretty confident he'll still be kind of fired up, so let's figure it out. No. He's still there. Alright, the wind's going down that way. Let's drive to where I parked, walk to that landing, see what the wind's doing. And if it's blowing down, we gotta wait or try the other side. Alright, so we got to this road, got to the end of it at the landing. Wind's actually pulling up right here. Looks like there's a good trail, so I think I'm gonna locate from here, see if we hear him. Hopefully he's like down right to our left so that the wind keeps our favor. Let's see what happens. No. No. I say we go back to either to the landing or the truck. Go back to the landing, Well, let's go. Well, lens is super foggy, so sorry for the poor video quality. I'm gonna try to be patient. Hopefully, this guy doesn't move. It doesn't sound like he's moved so far, so hopefully once the sun starts hitting this hillside, wind will be moving up and we can push down. So. Thomas. Thomas, why are you
different sounding than our bull.
Yeah, we heard the truck. And we heard the truck. But when they bugled, the bull did respond. He chuckled pretty quietly. We don't know if they heard him or not. And then eventually we heard bugle chuckles in front of us. That sounded pretty good, to be honest. But I 90% sure it was not the bull. Definitely. And then we heard a truck again, but we weren't sure if they were leaving or not. And then we heard one more bugle. No response from the bull at all. And then I just happened to look through the trees and we heard it start up. And like rock crackling, and then I looked through the trees and I see the truck backing up. There is a road kind of across the canyon here. So I think they're on their way out. So I think at this point, the bull never replied to them. Who knows why? But we're just gonna wait a little bit longer, and I think maybe we'll throw a bugle out. Hopefully we give him enough time, and hopefully he replies so we can get down in there and kill him. But a little frustrating to.
It's like so unlucky, dude. Like we finally were like on a bull again, and the truck drives down top of us.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm trying to locate this guy one more time. Hopefully he replies. Well, here again where our lack of experience shows its ugly face. And the bull was definitely fired up last night. He responded this morning, but as soon as those other hunters came in, he shut up. It could be the wind too, I don't know, but at this point, not entirely sure what to do. I don't know if we should stay down here till noon, or for that midday madness that everybody talks about, or if we should hike out and try to find another bull for Bradley to shoot. So it's kind of a toss-up. I think in some ways we're going to waste our time waiting for this guy. You know, in some ways we're going to improve your chances of finding another bull. So, yeah, not sure what to do. At this point in the video, if you made it this far and you have more experience than us, comment below. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
Alright, well, no more responses from that bull, so we're gonna head up to the top. Shouldn't be too bad, but it's probably, I think, 300 feet vertical, over a couple hundred yards, so here we go. Well, we're back at the truck. We're gonna go down to the end of this road, see if maybe they wrapped around the edge of this ridge. Call off, see if they respond. If not, work our way to the other side of the creek and check that side too. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can turn the sky back up.
We spent the next few hours circling the drainage and sound checking different areas. Try as we might, we could not get that bull to sound back off for us. We moved on in search of greener pastures and, not finding any, headed back to camp for dinner.
Hey man, we got cows, we got elk over here. Why are you eating dinner? Oh well, a little bit of excitement to end the day. rest on Thomas's bull earlier, we decided just to come back to camp, get some dinner, rest up, so we could hit it hard tomorrow. And I had just taken all my camera stuff, started charging everything, and then I heard a bugle behind me. Alright, we just got to camp. We were about to get some food going, and we just heard a bugle right down at the bottom of the clear cut into the timber, so here we go. And then like a couple minutes later, sure enough, another one. Thomas heard it too. So we're like, alright, I guess we're going. Came on, we walked around the road, came in, and just nothing. We saw some pretty fresh tracks on the road, and then some fresh droppings in here, so I think maybe we just missed them and they were coming through, just pushing through the timber and down to wherever they were getting to, so yeah, we'll see. We're gonna back out, get some dinner, and maybe we'll hear a bugle this evening. I thought I heard a bugle last night at some point, but it was quiet enough so I wasn't 100% sure, so pretty random, pretty interesting, but yeah, another bull vanishes before we can see him, get to him, so off to dinner. Stay tuned. Alright, we were literally eating dinner. Thomas spotted 2 cows, so we're gonna see if we can get close and see if there's a bull with them. Alright, these cows have finally fed out of the timber. There's 4 of them. We're waiting to see if a bull will come out. There's no opportunity right now. We just want to see what's up.
As the last of shooting light faded, no bulls stepped out of the timber. Dinner was getting cold, so we snuck back to camp and closed the book on week 3.